finally, let's get to the main meat of this episode, and that's going to be first, at least the first meat of this episode. That's basically me going to explain the whole concept behind the Album of the Week series. And this is comes out from at least a response to a comment that was apparently that I had gotten on one of my most, I guess, still a pretty recent but past month Album of the Week episode. Or at least our past 2 month episode of Album of the Week, which was actually for Plenty of Power from Anvil. I'm going to read this comment first before I really get into what was my initial reply to it. Reply basically to his comment, and then really go into a more depth on really explaining the fucking concept behind it. So here we go. It's all a complete, basically just a a much more coherent explanation. But let me get to this. Here's the gist of this comment. And do I really need to really mention the guy's name on here? Ooh, I mentioned the gender. Still, let me just read the fucking comment here. So here it is. It was obviously posted on Album of the Week, episode number 105, which was for Plenty of Power by Anvil. So, here is the comment. All you did was waste a bunch of people's time on this video, in my opinion, instead of playing the damn CD and getting to the point of playing the damn CD. Now, let me definitely read my response to this person, okay? Let me read my response, and you'll probably get a better gist of my obviously sarcasm and just my overall tone of it. Even though apparently, I guess for some folks, I don't want to completely shit on anybody, but I'm just gonna take a little jab at a personal friend of mine. Still, though, this is obviously you'll probably will get at least the tone of my overall comment here. Since, of course, I have to keep things mostly PG these days, and at least the comment section, I still found a way to actually still get in a decent burn on this fucking idiot. So here we go. Well, I'm sorry you're disappointed. I appreciate the fact that you told me how you feel. In other words, I don't give a damn what your feelings are. If you really want to hear the album, it's already on YouTube. But if you want to live like a super entitled lazy idiot, that's your loss, pal. Thank you and screw off. Even though I would have preferred to say thank you and fuck off. But obviously I have to keep things PG these days because of obviously the fucking bureaucrats up at freaking YouTube headquarters or Google are obviously completely offended by anything, by anybody's honesty in the comments section. And you can't really be free to really use it, even though they make you not to at least, they make you to specify that your videos are not either made for kids or made for kids. You have a way to specify it, but yet you still are not allowed to really show your real honesty to especially idiots like this dumbass. So, I have to find ways to be more creative to basically just take a complete shot at one another. So, you can't. Apparently, you have to be really as civil as possible, even though you get a lot of assholes who are not going to try and be civil, and yet you're not allowed to really show your true fucking feelings about that said person who obviously doesn't understand a concept, and who obviously, just from telling his fucking comment here, he's obviously is a new fucking person, but yet still decided to be an asshole. So, I decided to be an asshole back to him, but I can't be really honest about that, sadly. So, once again, to really get the point across, I have to find other ways to basically to take one. So, I did the best that I could, but still, I want to be witty with this fucking idiot. So, here we go. It's time to at least to explain it, since I did that. So, I read you at least the whole gist of this person's comment. It's time to to at least explain, because this is also going to be at least right now, it is a separate video on YouTube, because I really want to get this goddamn, this whole concept a lot more, just to explain the concept more further, for newer viewers, okay? Especially for new people who want to fucking view my goddamn channel and want to and still have something snarky to say. It's time to explain this to you. The whole concept behind Album of the Week is basically audio recording, of course, and two, it's mostly giving a lot of my just overall thoughts, honest opinions, basically, of just my let's say relationship with the album. What was my first impressions of the album? How did I feel when I first heard it? You know, it's not me just going on there, oh, I'm gonna play you a fucking CD, even if I was given more rights to actually use audio or play something in a goddamn video, still, because of also due to YouTube's really strict copyright system, I can't be able to actually play every single audio that I use, and especially with the whole concept behind Album of the Week, since I tend to also really pick albums, especially now around times I want to pick albums around their anniversary. I'm going to be picking albums that are definitely will receive me a copyright strike. I mean, if I'm going to cover, let's say, an AC/DC album, since, again, one of my favorite bands, but if I wanted to try and play any audio, you wouldn't be able to actually see the video because of, obviously, the tyrants over at Sony Music obviously have a strict rules on what audio you can play. Actually, you can't really play any audio. You can't even show any footage that is owned by Sony Music without probably getting your video really blocked worldwide. That even includes here in the United States, you won't be able to see it. You won't get a copyright strike, but they'll block your fucking video. So, either way, I can't be able to do that. Again, I might get copyright claim, but half the time I don't want to be able to get ads on my fucking videos because I'm not monetized. I want to keep it to at least to the point that I don't want my shit monetized. So I'm going to keep up to at least that honesty and that fucking promise. So I'm not going to play a lot of audio, even though I am masking audio into it. Very, very subtle. It's very low, and also very, again, kind of edited a little bit to kind of see if I could be able to really just squeeze by or just completely pass by the whole entire copyright processing system. Obviously the bots, because they'll detect any audio. Doesn't matter. Even a few seconds of audio, they'll detect and be like, oh, we know what song that is. Copyright claim or copyright strike. Oh, your video is blocked. So I have to do everything I can to basically just to pass by with green lights, basically with fucking green lights with the copyright system. So there we go. So that's why I really can't even play any fucking audio. I can't even play any of that. So still, the whole purpose though still behind Album of the Week is basically me giving you a personal backstory of my entire, at least, just, again, throwing facts into there, but mostly also just my overall relationship with a particular album, whether it be a album that I had just gotten into, or at least an album that I've obviously spent years listening to, or I just grew up listening to, basically. So that's the whole other point about it. So, again, if you're completely disappointed that I'm not trying to give you my whole overall, let's say, I don't know, explaining my relationship with an album. And again, I thought I did that with Plenty of Power. I thought I fucking did that. But obviously the guy has deaf ears then. Again, and I don't know, it's not my fault that you have fucking deaf ears. So, there we go. I apologize for your fucking deafness, dumb shit. Get your ears clean then, dumb shit. Still, hopefully I explained all of that. So again, just to make it more clear once more, the Album of the Week series is not me going to play you a goddamn CD, especially for an album, like for an example, like Plenty of Power from Anvil, or let's say Back in Black from AC/DC, or let's say maybe Rain and Blood from Slayer. Doesn't matter, I'm just using examples of albums. if you want to hear that CD, you can go on a fucking YouTube and you can go find it. They obviously have allowed the songs to be on YouTube. You can listen to it. And if you have never heard the album before and you go and watch my goddamn video, I do explain at the end. If you haven't heard the album, I will probably recommend it to you. Or again, if it's something that you might be interested in, I'll still recommend it to you. Again, you can listen to it. It may be one of the first albums you probably should check out. It may be not. But I do try to explain that piece of information at the fucking end of the goddamn video. So, still, again, if you still want to at least listen to the album before you probably listen to any of the rest of my goddamn thoughts, you can go find the fucking shit on YouTube. It's a goddamn platform. It's a fucking video streaming platform, you dumbass. If you want to fucking listen to anything, again, you can go and search it. It's not that fucking difficult, you goddamn lonely fucking simpleton, you idiot. Fucking assholes. Still, hopefully all of this at least explains that. So again, that's the whole concept behind it. And if again, if obviously you feel if you feel at least offended by anything that's being said, or let's say if you feel almost, I guess, I don't know, misinformed about prior to listening to any of my fucking videos about what you think what you're gonna hear, again, that's kind of your fault because of you're not that new to my channel, but I try to be nice about it. But if you're going to be a goddamn dick and don't understand a fucking word because obviously you either got goddamn earplugs in your fucking ears or you obviously are deaf, you got earwax, you can't clean them, there's water in them, no matter what, that's your fault, pal. It's not my fault. That's your fault. So hopefully that explains it. So there we go. That's it.